Hello guys, this is another video from Marquis Franks. That's me. You can visit my website, markfranks.net, and I'm actually going to talk about my book today. It's a free book. It's an ebook, guys. It's called Be the Man That Women Love. And we'll throw it in your face real quick. It's called Be the Man That Women Love, and I'm going to go over 3 tips from this book here. You can also visit my magazine site. It's live2conquer.com. That's live2conquer.com. I have many different articles for inspiration and motivational. If you're feeling motivated, just go to that website, and I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed. Well, let me go over at least 3 tips here, and then I'll continue on with later episodes here. But I want to go over 3 tips from the book. And let me go here. All right, so the first tip this is the first tip from the book, and it's chapter Tips and Truths. Tip number 1, it says, never give too much of yourself away. Save room for the honeymoon, if you get what I mean. Okay, guys, when I write that tip, what I mean about that by never giving yourself away too much is when you meet somebody, don't give too much of yourself away, especially on the first date. You don't need to talk that much on the first date. Usually, on the first date, you need to get a questionnaire. Write down at least like 5 or 6 questions where you actually try to memorize these questions, and this is how you engage her in conversations. You don't need to talk about all yourself. If you and her gonna be together forever, or you really want to date her, you can get all that out in later dates. But you need 5 or 6, questions that you can remember. Like, hey, where did you go to college? What is nothing cheesy like, hey, what's your favorite color type of shit. I mean, that's something you can remember without it. But like, where did you go to college? Or what is your political stance on this? I like this. Do you like it as well? Something like that. Like a hobby. You like golf. Hey, I play basketball. Have you ever been to a basketball game? You got to have open-ended conversations. You need to learn how to engage the woman in front of you. And that's basically what I mean by that. So 5 questions when you go on your first date. You don't really need to talk about yourself. Although they do want to know a little bit about you, but you don't have to give them the whole book. And I know a lot of guys who just talk about themselves in the beginning so much, and they wonder why they get dumped in 3 days. Don't talk about yourself. Don't give all. You're like an iceberg. Let them see the top, but don't give all the bottom away. What's under the water is like what they say, like 30% of icebergs on top of water and 70% is under the water. Well, that's exactly how you should be when you date. Okay, let's go to tip number 2. All right, it says wait at least 3 days before calling a woman for the first time. For God's sakes, give her a little breathing room. All right, guys. Yeah, I have a firm policy of just waiting 3 days, 3 or more days. You get somebody's number at a club or a lounge, or you're out in Walmart. Wait at least 3 days before calling her. Let her know that you actually do have a life. Let her know that that when you start calling before 3 days, or you call like maybe 5 times a day, it kind of sense that you're a little desperate, that you have nothing else going on in your life. And women are not attracted to a desperate guy, or a guy. Sometimes they're not really attracted to a guy who's not very busy, because an idle mind is usually the devil's workshop. I mean, if you're not busy, you're probably not doing nothing good in your life. So act like you, even if you're not, act like you're a busy guy, and act like not like you're disinterested in the girl, but act like you have a life outside of her, so to speak. All right, guys. So don't be desperate. Wait at least 3 days, and then give her a call, and then set up a date and talk to her a little bit on the phone. Don't over talk. Don't talk for like 12 hours. Because when you talk, you start to give me all of who you are away in the first week. And that's why you never make it out of a week. All right, let's do step number 3. Let me turn the page here. And you guys got to check this book out. It's a free book. No hassle. Again, Be the Man That Women Love. Be the Man That Women Love. Visit my website, markfranks.net, and you can navigate yourself to that website. To the page, Be the Man That Women Love. Let's go to the 3rd one. Practice being a leader if you're not already one. If no one is following you, then you are not a leader. So let me say that again. Practice being a leader if you're not already one. If no one is following you, then you're not a leader. There's a reason why I say practice being a leader, because women are instinctively and naturally developed to follow you. You being the male, when a woman wants to follow, you start to get in trouble when you start following a woman. That's when things start to happen in your relationship, or women think you're unattractive. They're like, I don't know what it is. I'm just not attracted to them. And usually that's because you're not a leader. You're not exhibiting leadership abilities. You're not exhibiting it in your personality or attitude. You're instead of showing assertiveness, you're a little, I guess I could say, timid, unsure of yourself. And women, they can see this, they can sense it if you lack confidence or you lack courage. And a woman wants somebody who if she's emotional, she can go to somebody who's more stable, and it should be a leader who can handle her emotional upsets. Because sometimes women waver up and down through the vicissitudes of life. So that's what I mean. You need to kind of be a leader. If you're not, join classes where you communicate with more guys. Join sports events. Practice being a leader. Pretend until you make it. So fake it until you make it, and try to become more of a leader. Because if you're a leader, women are just, even people in general are just attracted to leadership. They love leaders. They love people they can follow because the majority of the world is one big following mass production of some type. Everybody likes to follow everybody. That's why we have trends. Everybody wears a certain type of dress or shirt or shoe. So be unique, be unparalleled, and be your leader. That's it for the first 3 tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. It's late at night. It's for the first tips and tricks, and I'll with my next episode, I'll go ahead and bring out 3 through 6. So this is Be the Man That Women Love. It's a free ebook, no hassle. Just go download it and tell me what you think. You guys have a good day, and don't forget to subscribe. God bless.